The nudity in Zimbabwe: culture, tradition, and misunderstandings. Zimbabwe, a country known for its diverse cultures and deep-rooted traditions, has long been a subject of fascination and misunderstanding. Among the many cultural practices that draw attention, one of the most controversial is the nudity observed in some rural communities. While modern society often associates nudity with indecency, for certain Zimbabwean tribes, it is a long-standing tradition that carries deep cultural significance. In the remote villages of Kanyemba, Shapoto, and Mahue, located in the northern parts of Zimbabwe, the Doma people, also known as the Vadoma, have maintained a way of life that remains largely untouched by modern influences. Among the Doma, partial nudity is not seen as inappropriate, but rather as a natural and practical aspect of their daily existence. The warm climate and their deep connection to nature have shaped their traditional dress, which consists of minimal coverings, often limited to cloth wraps, beads, and body paint for ceremonial occasions. Historically, many African societies, including those in Zimbabwe, did not view nudity through the same lens as Western cultures. Before the arrival of European missionaries and colonial rulers, traditional clothing varied widely across different ethnic groups, with some communities wearing little to no clothing, especially in non-urban areas. For the Doma people in villages like Mukwichi and Chikafa, children often grow up without wearing clothes until they reach adolescence. Among women, particularly the elderly, dressing in a minimalistic manner is considered normal. And for men, hunting and fishing are often done with limited clothing due to the nature of their environment. The perception of nudity in these communities is far from being sexualized. Instead, it is tied to practicality, cultural identity, and in some cases, spiritual beliefs. Traditional ceremonies such as coming-of-age rituals, fertility celebrations, and rainmaking ceremonies may involve partial nudity, not as an act of exposure, but as a symbol of purity, ancestral connection, or communal unity. However, the impact of modernization and religious influence has led to a shift in attitudes, even within these traditional villages. Many younger members of the community, exposed to external perspectives through education and media, now feel pressure to abandon old customs in favor of modern clothing. Missionary teachings, which introduced European dress codes, have played a significant role in reshaping the way nudity is perceived, often associating it with backwardness or immorality. As a result, some communities in Koroi, Muzarabani, and Mambere have begun adopting more Western styles of dress, particularly when interacting with outsiders. Despite these changes, the practice of traditional nudity in Zimbabwe persists in certain rural areas, not as an act of defiance, but as a preservation of heritage. For the Doma people and other indigenous groups, their way of life is a testament to the rich diversity of African cultures that existed long before external influences altered their norms. Understanding this practice requires looking beyond modern prejudices and recognizing that cultural differences should not be judged through a single perspective. What may seem unusual to one society is entirely normal to another. Rather than viewing traditional nudity as controversial, it should be respected as part of Zimbabwe's unique cultural heritage, one that reflects the history, resilience, and identity of its people. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.